my mic live? Your mics should be live already. Why is it not showing up? Oh no! Is this another audio gaff? Hold on. I gotta get rid of this creepy music. There we go. No more annoying ambiance. What kind of?
Are we starting inside the mall?
Yes. I mean, you're. I imagine you're all fast traveling, but you will start inside of the mall. Yeah. Hold on, wait. Let me get your audio going. For whatever reason, it didn't pick up your audio. Where's my Discord? Buzz, 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 buzz. Somebody say something.
Hi.
Hi.
There we go. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Forsaken Fogs, a 5e campaign, West Marches specifically. I am joined with four returning players. One of them returning with a new PC. We're going to start you doing introductions. Let me get rid of this so I can see the screen bigger. With the first person I can see on the overlay, Mr. Magnus, Iron Man. I don't know. Give us a short introduction to your PC and what they're doing today on this expedition.
Aye. I'm Meko in DGGM Mekoloricon, and I'm playing as Magnus, a Gnomish Artificer, level 4 now, hopefully to get level 5 before the end of session if we survive.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, today we are trying to go into the cave where we see Trogs, and I think a queen, don't really remember that one. Last 3 sessions ago, I think, 4 sessions ago, a party went, they all got eviscerated. Some of them survived, escaped. I think Dane, Gnomish Rogue? No, Dwarfish Rogue. Yeah. Got captured, is probably dead. We're gonna hold a nice funeral when he gets his body back. But yeah, mission to rescue Dane, maybe, and put an end to the drugs.
It's possible. He's like Schrodinger's like adventurer right now. So we'll see what happens when you guys get there. But thanks for joining us again, Mr. Magnus. Hopefully you will hit level 5 and you won't die. Hopefully. Next up on the card list is going to be Mr. Lucius, returning for, I believe, his 4th session, maybe 3rd. Lucius, give us a short introduction to your PC and the motivation for leaving to go on this expedition today. That's your cue, Lucius.
Oh, sorry. Forgot my character name. Lucius is a tiefling wizard, a sort of cloistered scholar, and a somewhat vaguely the apprentice of the for now archmage of the vault itself. He had previously gone with our captured dwarven buddy on several other expeditions, being personally motivated to try and rescue him, try and rescue Dane from his capture, the troglodyte. In fact, he was supposed to go on that mission, but circumstances made it so he didn't. So now he's, sort of contractually or how do you say, obligated to go and help him. Lucius, is a divination wizard, and he has access to all the sort of class features that provides him with, including portent.
Okay, nice. Well, I imagine part of what probably kept Lucius from being able to join the previous expedition was the continued degradation of the vault magics. You would probably hear this directly from Jasmine, but she expects probably. I'm trying to find a good timetable. Less than 2 months before everybody's basically plunged into the miasma. And if we're gonna have to see how these humans who've been sort of given small doses of it as the vault's been failing will deal with it once it comes like full force and kind of rolls into the vault. So I imagine that's what you've probably been Lucius has been dealing with, is doing his best to assist Jasmine with
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, keeping the magic stable as long as possible. But as you said, you got less than 2 months before
Mm.
everybody gets fucked. But yeah, thanks Lucius for joining us today. Hopefully, you'll be able to
Mhm.
sort of do like a little bit of a redemption arc and get at least Dane's hat if they aren't like wearing it or they haven't eaten it or something. Speaking of Dane, Mr. Zip Zip, your character last time was left behind as the party fled the Trog Den.
Correct.
And this week you are returning with a new player using the XP your character would have gained from last session. Give us a short introduction to who you're playing today, Mr. Ogen.
Sure, Ulkin is a bugbear ranger, specifically a gloomstalker. In times before the fog, he was a hunter, a wildman. Clearly, to anyone who sees him, he clearly looks it. Nobody really knows much about him, even though, even in the 10 years, because most of the time he just spends sleeping for many, many, many hours of the day. But now that Dane's been captured, everyone kind of knows that Ulkin mostly just hangs out with Dane whenever he's awake. It seems like he owes him something, so Ulkin's now on a mission to he has to actually get up out of his bed and go help Dane.
Question: why does Oaken sleep a lot?
He's a bugbear.
Is that like a lore thing with bugbears? They
Yep.
just sleep
That's a lore thing. They sleep. Yep.
I had no idea. That's okay, neat. Okay, that's something new to add to the lexicon, I guess. Especially seeing how you guys have been fighting bugbears. I don't think anybody from this party was involved in the fight with bugbears, but there are some like mechanical bugbears out there. Even though from like aesthetics, they're not. They don't look like bugbears, but thanks for joining us, Mr. Oaken. This is our second Goblinoid joining the heroes, so this should be pretty interesting. Seeing how he mixes with all the other different characters we have going on around here. Last but not least is going to be another returning player, Mr. Boro. Give us a short introduction to who you're playing today, and then their motivation for leaving the vault. Your character just came from another expedition too that was more ill-fated, Ferric, something like that. Or Pyrrhic? Yeah.
Depends on the outlook of it, right? Some would say it was not. It didn't go well. Some would say it went amazing. You know, the people died and guns blazing. You know, following the god of war. You know, honorable death and all that jazz. I'll be playing the protagonist. I'll be playing Boro today, and I feel like Boro. I think it's been pretty much established that Boro loves the outside. He loves the fog, and he's not really afraid of it in any sense, shape, way, or form. And he actually prefers to spend it outside, spend his time outside. So I think that's what he's doing. The moment he got back, he's like, "All right, who's next? Who's coming with me?"
He is ready to go out there and change this world, I guess. Well, hopefully, Boro, this week you will have a little bit more success than you did last time. It is kind of dank that you've kind of forgotten already about your companions who failed.
Hey, I didn't forget them. Actually, Clangalang is the new god I'm following. I have his symbol currently encrusted on my crossbow. I called it the Clangalang's Pow Pow Cannon. Honestly, you know, to have peace, you have to have some war, because otherwise, who else is gonna unify all these stupid races in the fogs? So I'm gonna be not the new king. I'm gonna be the new emperor. I think Boro has decided.
Jeez Louise, Boro. God. such hefty ambitions. Well, hopefully today won't be your last expedition, and you will be able to see at least some future. I don't know how everybody's going to feel about Boro trying to become emperor, like he's Lelouch v Britannia or something, but hopefully
out of character, I would love the idea of trying to make the queen bend the knee instead of just outright killing her. So Let's see how that goes.
Jesus Christ! Oh, that's gonna be interesting. I don't know if I told any of you guys, but she has like a second stage where she goes like berserk. So that should be pretty neat. Trying to convince her to stop murdering you guys when she's attacking you guys like a barbarian. But yeah, we'll see. Alrighty. Now that character introductions are out of the way, we're going to zoom in on the familiar sights of the war room. As you all are seated at the table, three people have been here several times before, and this is really Oaken's first time during the official meetings before the expeditions head out. You have laid in front of you several different documents detailing all of the expeditions so far, including the 17th ill-fated adventure that Mr. Boro was one of the two survivors of. They detail the fact that they seem to be spirits of living their past life, seemingly working as if they were not undead. They were spirits, and they were also corporeal undead. That seem to be under the command of the spirits. So when you head out and you're going to the northwest today, just keep in mind that if you run into spirits, they may or may not be hostile to you straight off the bat. So just keep an eye out and be cautious when dealing with incorporeal beings in the mist or fogs. Trademark.
Interesting.
I've got a question. While we're
Mhm.
in the war room, are there any like cabinets or like anything like that?
I imagine so, right? There's probably some drawers to hold documents.
Okay. But like, how big? I'm thinking like a big thing or like
Yeah,
like a tiny drawer.
I don't think anything huge. Probably, I mean, like your typical like, I don't want to say like office filing cabinet, but probably similar size to that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably even the
Okay.
the war room table that you guys are sitting at. Probably on the side closest to Maxwell and Jasmine, you probably have some pull-out drawers that have some documents and ink quills and ink for them to use.
All right.
Why do you
And
ask,
then
Oaken?
once everybody comes into the war room, they notice that Alkin is weirdly absent. But once everybody starts asking like, "What's going on? Where is he?" He crawls out, impossibly, from under one of the drawers in the room, using his sneaky feature,
Jesus Christ, we just
which
see.
says without squeezing, he can move through and stop in a space large enough for a small creature. So what happens is, he crawls out like in a horror movie from underneath the filing cabinet, and then it looks like he almost grows to full height, 7'3", towering above everybody else.
I this might have been like the worst party to do that for, because I imagine as you unfold,
Everyone's tiny.
you see Magnus with like his electricity charged up in hand.
I'm
You see
ready.
Boro with his crossbow with like his tongue out, taking aim. Maxwell has like you see like Eldritch energy in both hands. Jasmine has her hand crossbow pointed at you, and you're like, "Oh, guys, wait! It's just me. It's Oaken." I don't know how.
No, Alkin doesn't care. He doesn't say anything. He
It
just
shrugs.
sits at the table.
It is
Yeah.
what it is.
It do be like that sometimes.
As everybody puts their gats away, you hear like their holsters clicking. Everybody. I don't think Magnus has a holster. His gauntlets just go back into an inert state. Jasmine like fixes her coat, and Maxwell clears his throat. Happy to have you join us, Oki. You can understand everything's a bit tense at the moment, so maybe in the future don't scare everybody like that.
I was the only one here early.
That's true.
Bro, I just came back.
Wait, who is that? He looks
Boro.
down, he sees Boro, and he notices your really fancy, nice hand crossbow. He says, "Oh,
Hey, bro. Boro is looking completely different than when he last saw me.
Mhm.
Boro is in a fancy fucking dress. Boro is standing there with a magical hat, with a two magical necklaces, a crossbow, and a staff strapped to his neck.
You're like a RTG, just like Nightmare.
Exactly.
He gives you an eyebrow raise and says, "Well, thanks for joining us, Mr. Boro. I apologize for the loss that you experienced during the last expedition. Hopefully, this one can go better for you."
What loss? I didn't die.
Oh my god.
They stare at you, mouth agape for a second before Jasmine clears her throat. And Maxwell says, "Well, this expedition, I believe you're all heading towards the Troglodyte Den again after the first expedition where we lost Master D. Hopefully, this time will be more successful with the knowledge you've gained after the previous one. If we could, I would like to avoid losing more members. We have a finite population, especially of able-bodied adventurers. I'm not sure how much more we can spare. Um, if my reports read correctly, nobody saw Master Dean die, correct?" He looks
From
around.
what I was told, nobody saw that.
Mm. He nods and he says, "If at all possible, he might still be existing there. It seems like during the last assault on their base, there seem to be other living creatures there. Some of the kobolds from some of the allied kobolds, so they might be keeping him in a similar state. Just keep an eye out for that. In addition, I'm not sure if everybody here is knowledgeable about this. He gives a nod towards Lucius and Magnus, considering that you two guys probably have the most experience giving Jasmine a hand when it comes to keeping the magic stable in the vault. We don't have long before the magic protections fade completely, and we're plunged into essentially a dark metal coffin. Uh, if at all possible, not this expedition because you have a mission in mind, but going forward, if we could try to prioritize finding a location for us to move to, something with renewable resources, that would be.
What about the farm that I cleared for you guys?
Oh, that large farm off to the southwest.
Yeah, there's water, there's food, we can plow the fields, it's a defendable position, covered with walls and water all around.
Mm, possibly. Does it look like it could house, north of 100 people?
Oh yeah, easily. There's like 15 buildings, so if we squeeze, easily. It's better than a cave, I'll tell you that.
You can squeeze good.
The one issue is that it might be. It looks like it's awfully close to the remnants of Lacia.
Yeah, but it's a defendable position if any undead come, we thin out their numbers and eventually send an assault forward, right?
That's true. It could be a forward base. It's also not
Better
too
than
far
nothing.
from Jorla City as well. I agree. Maybe upcoming expedition can go there, make sure it's cleared out, and provide some fortifications to make sure it's a more defensible position. As I understand it, it currently is just surrounded by either barren farmland or just farmland. Maybe we could provide some defensive things like fencing. But good idea, Bora. Other than that, I have nothing else to report to you all. I imagine some of you have been privy to the going ons of the citizenship. Um, let's just say that Funakoshi is not alone in his new growth, and more of our population is sick than ever before. I hope that maybe there's some level that we can deal with this miasma where it won't just continuously poison us until we're dead. Maybe there's some acclimation to it. There has to be something. keeping the hobgoblins and the troglodytes and the other creatures you've come across out there alive. There has to be some level of acclimation, but that's yet to be seen. It seems like each of you, even though you've been out there for some of you months at this point, you still have to deal with the negative consequences as well. Um, but maybe acclimation is yet to be seen. Well, that is it to report from us. If you have any questions, let us know before you take off for your second assault. He turns the floor over to the four of you. See if you guys have any questions about, how you should handle this mission, what to look for, etc., etc.
Is there any bolts you could give me?
Excuse me.
Is there any bolts, like arrows, but for crossbows that you could give me?
Yeah, just like 30 in the surplus league.
Can I have all of them?
I mean, you might be depriving your fellow.
You're gonna need them all.
Does it sound like Boro cares about his companions by now?
I mean, you don't have to ask for them. You can just take. You just have to. There's like a log in there. Just let everybody know what's been taken.
All this shit mine anyway, sign Boro.
Maxwell shrugs, and Jasmine gives you a scowl, noticing all the crossbow bolts are covered in the thin layer of slime as you add them onto your character sheet.
Hey man, I have 60 bolts now. Every single one of them is gonna find a cobalt troglodyte's head, okay?
Alrighty. Yeah, last time I totally forgot to have you roll a perception check to gather them all, so I'll just try to keep in mind this time. Especially since
That's what it happened.
We have like 3 archers, I think. Oaken, you're an archer, right?
Yeah.
No, I think so. I think we only have 2 archers, so I just try to keep in mind whenever you guys are doing your bolts and stuff. Alrighty. Any other questions for anyone else? Magnus, all questions dealing with arcane things. Do you have any questions about anything like that?
No, nothing for me.
Lucius?
No, I'm just curious how we're gonna do the magic feeling. Or is it gonna be like a server event, or be talking about that later?
No, it's just gonna fall.
Okay.
Probably.
I have mechanics for the population every week. As long as the magics are gone, they have to essentially pass like a population con save or everybody dies. So,
Oh shit.
we get there when we get there.
Alright. Cool. Just wondering.
We pan from Lucius's worried face as he hears the coughing of other citizens and non-combatants outside of the war room, and we go over to Mr. Oaken. Any last questions before you head out?
We have no questions. All we have to do is infiltrate the Trog base and kill the queen. Let's just get on with it.
Maxwell sighs and he's like, yeah, I wish there was a more peaceful option, but it seems like the troglodytes are hell-bent on eradicating the kobolds. They don't seem to be hell-bent on eradicating anyone, so if at all possible, we could save our allies, if they're still there, considering that their leadership seems to have been all swallowed up by the troglodyte base. If at all possible, we would prefer that. The kobolds live and the troglodytes either are destroyed or dispersed. One of the two. With no other questions, Maxwell and Jasmine lead you guys out. You make your way to the front of the vault. As per usual, they take to manually opening and closing the door. As the doors open this time, let me double check. You guys got an 83 for your weather roll. I think that's normal. Just want to double check. Yeah, it's normal. Yeah. The weather is the typical humid, sort of uncomfortable, toxic air that you're used to whenever there's no abnormal weather event going on. Even though the weather outside is abnormal all the time anyway, it's not more weird than normal. As they lead you guys out and close the door behind you, You are met with the familiar rocky, mossy ground covering the bottom of the cave. Um, as per usual, you can't stand in one place for too long, otherwise you get rooted to the ground and your feet are slowly crushed. You guys head out, and I imagine, as nobody's going to do anything unusual, you're just going to head to the front of the cave?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Boro, I believe you're the only one in this party without dark vision, correct?
Correct.
Ooh, that's gonna make it nighttime. It's all kind of rough, huh?
I mean, we're still gonna have a campfire or something, right? We're not just sleeping in the cold.
Well,
I mean, why
Have a
would we have a
campfire, or they'll
camp?
find us.
We cannot see into dark.
Even if you can see in the dark, I'm 90% sure that you would still sleep at a fire. Like,
Well,
yeah, it attracts
you
undead
would,
mates, but like all the
unless
living
you
creatures
were
are usually
specifically
scared.
You
Sorry?
would still sleep with a campfire unless you were trying to undergo a stealth mission, in which case a fire will reveal you.
Curious.
Hey man, I'm following the new god Clangalang. I'm not doing any stealth shenanigans, right? I've been reformed. Only honorable battles for me.
He is reformed.
Uh-huh.
Nice. But as you
I
guys,
don't int anymore.
as you guys are having this conversation, and you breach the mouth of the cave, I want everybody to give me their con saves. Please, nobody roll a 1. Somebody's gonna roll a 1, aren't they?
Give me 2
Big
seconds.
one.
My
Oh.
sheet's not open.
It's like the first time I've ever rolled well on this.
As being the only person who's actually actively embracing the fog, does that give me any sort of advantage or anything?
No.
That's disadvantage, bro.
Um,
Gotta be, right?
Man, okay, that's not bad. Well, for 3 out of the 4. So as you guys breach the front of the cave, as when you left the vault, and over the course of the past weeks, since the magics have been failing, you've been getting more and more of that irritation feeling while you've been inside of the vault as well. You know, your mucous membranes kind of feel like they're burning a little bit, et cetera, et cetera. When the doors opened up, that feeling is multiplied by 10. And as you reach the mouth of the cave, is when it sort of crescendos. Everybody is overwhelmed for a little while, but Boro and Oaken, maybe it's their goblinoid nature that just makes them more hardy, are able to steady themselves. Lucius, although
Logan just doesn't care.
he is a wizard without much con, is able to keep his breakfast down. And as the three of you sort of compose yourselves, you look behind you and you see Iron Magnus on the ground, convulsing. Magnus, you
Oh.
failed your con save.
Real quick, my god. Your rules for level 4 is you get a feat and a +1, right?
Yes, you can either do +1, +2, +1, +3 in 3 different stats, or you can do a feat and a +1.
Sorry, +3 in 3 different stats?
Lucius, I
+1 and
think,
3.
didn't do that, or did he? Matt,
Wait,
did you?
What?
You get a feat and then also +1 to a stat that you choose, just in case.
Yeah,
Did you
I
do
put it into con, I think.
that? Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I have 12 con.
I can remember.
Hell yeah, nice.
Uh,
If you have 12 con, you should have a plus. Yeah, it's a +3. Because you have 2
mhm.
for your proficiency and then 1 for your con. Okay, nice. Yeah, Lucius is a little bit more tougher. As you guys look back and you see Magnus kind of convulsing on the ground, I'm reminded that Lucius rolled some portent dice. Lucius, did you?
Oh yeah, you
I-
can find it,
I did.
You get them
that's
every
true. I
day,
can-
Lucius.
You have to
That's
choose
true.
it. You have to do it before the roll, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that is.
Don't I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me double check.
Too bad.
Yeah, before the roll.
I
Lucius,
love how Mega is like, hey, would you like to save your friend? And he's like, nah.
Well, he can't.
We ain't
because
cheaters,
he has to
man.
do it beforehand.
I had to do it before. I have to divine it into existence.
So you guys are looking at Magnus currently convulsing on the ground. Is anybody gonna help?
Yeah, of course. Go and help him up.
Boy was just scratching his balls while he's waiting for him to get up. I've been there. I know, it's just gonna take a minute.
Boro is just doing a Buffalo Bill cosplay.
Yeah, exactly.
Magnus, go ahead and roll us that D4. I'm putting
Big
you-
numbers only. Here we
Putting you
go.
on the list, Magnus. You're going on the list.
Bigly.
Magnus, to keep note of your current HP and of your current max HP, and then reduce it by 2.
Aye, aye.
Magnus, you feel like shit. You've been out here a lot, probably more than most of the adventurers, but as you Maxwell said, it seems like acclimating is going to be more falling than it is succeeding at first. Put Magnus on the list. There we go. Expedition 18.
Oh, Mega. Is this also for the spell stuff?
Yes. Yeah, that's
Alright,
gonna
and I
gonna be rough.
probably won't be casting spells this entire game unless I'm gonna die. So, don't get hit.
Well,
I won't heal
it's
you.
just it's a spell casting proficiency check, right? It's
Well,
not
but if I
hard.
fail, I get poisoned and then I just dead. So
Yeah, that's true.
I'll just
No,
I'll just arrange attack. I
okay,
have no
if
spells.
you
Magic
fail,
is gone.
I think if you fail, your spell still goes through, but you trigger a wild magic save. The only time your spell fails is if you're doing a fall channeling check. Then it fails. You
Oh,
get a wild
do,
magic surge.
do you get
which is
poisoned or nah?
I think when it comes to the fall fail, if you do a spellcasting check, let me double check my rules, but I'm pretty sure you don't get poisoned if you fail.
Aye,
You
aye.
just trigger a wild magic surge.
Do you maybe just want to roll a new character? At this point?
Let me double check. Where is my fucking check?
Holy shit! I have way more HP than I thought I do.
Yes, you have a lot of fucking HP. Yes.
I thought I had like 50.
If you pass, or if you fail, you get your spell in a wild magic effect. So, yeah. Cool
Oh,
beans.
all right. Is it regular wild magic like fireball and TPK, or is it like modified
No,
wild magic table?
it's the regular one.
All right,
Alrighty.
based.
As you guys pick up Magnus from the ground and he wipes his breakfast from his beard, you guys make fun of him because he's a sorry loser or whatever. And you guys stare out at the rocky terrain in front of you as the miasma is just sort of like sitting there like an ever-present, I guess, horror. And you guys get ready to head out towards the northwest. Now, here's a question for you guys. Would you like to fast travel or would you like to just travel? The option is yours.
I will be honest. Normal travel allows for extra discoveries, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but
I'm
also
not
encountering-
expecting the dragon fight to take 6 hours or even close to that amount of time, so I would suggest normal travel, but I'm open to
To be
whatever the
fair,
party wants.
that first expedition, the first assault to the base did take like 6 hours. So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it took a long
Because
time
everyone
for-
was level 3.
I mean, the option is yours. You guys can vote on it. I have encounters and everything rolled up for all the days you want to travel. So,
I vote fast travel.
Yeah, let's fast travel and
Alright.
let's stealth afterward.
I don't think we need discoveries or anything. It'll just end up being encounters that take like an hour long. So
yeah, combat does take a while. Okay, cool beans. So it looks like unanimous fast travel. It looks like it's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So just over 2 days. So we just call it 2 days. As you guys travel down the rocky path, being sure to not slip and cut yourself on any jagged rocks. You traverse from the mountainside into the Sea of Forsaken Carts, where all the remnants of the refugees who didn't make it in the vault before the miasma hit, basically where they all died. You have to step over rotted, broken wood and discarded clothing here and there. I imagine Boro, Oaken. How greedy is Oaken? That's a good question.
why do you ask?
Because you probably stumble across some like discarded chests that are like half open. I'm
I
wondering
mean-
like if he would be the kind to like go take like a peek.
I mean, he'll ask the group, do we care to open those chests?
Oh,
Could
yeah.
be useful treasure.
I didn't spot those.
Spoiler alert,
Uh,
it's just clothing, rotted clothing.
Is there any better looking dresses than the one I'm wearing?
Roll me a d20.
I think I'll confound it. Let him roll a d20 for my dress.
Okay, roll me a d20. No.
No.
It's all rotted to shit. It's got like some weird, like, translucent bugs, like, crawling through it, seemingly eating the fabric.
Alright. Not interested.
You feel a kinship to the bugs because they leave a little slime trail behind them, as if they're like mini oozes or something. But you leave your chest of rotted clothing behind as you travel your 2 days. Your first day of fast travel, nothing happens. During the night, let me roll it. Oh, which watch it would be on? My D4s are gone. Oh, there we go. And that is going to be Lucius. During your watch, during the first night, you hear sort of a strange sound. You fought undead before, Lucius. So you're familiar with the weird, almost like fine china sound that the porcelain people make when they move. You hear that, but you hear it almost like clinging off of armor, but like far off in the distance, somewhere south. As you guys are bed down on your first day. Your second.
He orders the campfire to be snuffed out, and orders everyone to hunker down because there's a patrol nearby.
Wait, you can order campfires?
Well, orders everyone to like stay hidden and silent.
I get you. I thought
And
you
he-
had like control flame where you were like, "Fuck off, campfire!" Like it's all.
He uses. I think he can use. Precipitation to instantly snuff out a small campfire.
Mhm.
So he does that, instantly snuffed out. And we are as invisible as can be
You wake everybody
to
up.
the unaided eye.
You tell them to be ready, but no attack comes. That sound, it seemed like it was like not very loud. It was like almost like a brief moment in time as you heard it, and it doesn't come for the rest of your watch, and everybody else's watch goes by uneventfully. It's not super uneventful because you guys slept relatively close to the undead farm, so you hear a cascade of moans, but none come from the farm to assault you on this day. I think some people in the party have slept close by before, and they know that it seems like the creatures that inhabit the farm don't seem to leave its edges for whatever reason. They're contained there. Your second day, you cross the bridge, and you guys hear like the familiar disturbing sound of the gelatinous water sort of like slopping on the the rocky shores of the river as it flows from north to east down towards Jorilla City. You can see its peaks of the tallest buildings, even from here, from the bridge. As you cross the bridge, and you all have to hunker down and sort of, I imagine Oaken is like our expert on stealth. As you have to travel the 2 hexes where it's pretty close to Heelmore, and the wandering undead come by and occasionally roam closer than you would want to your party. But Oaken is able to keep you guys out of sight, stay low to the ground, stay near brushes, and you're able to make it to the Kobold Cave basically at the morning of the next day. No problem. And you guys, when you arrive, I think Boro has been here before, but he might be the only one. I think everybody else in this party hasn't reached this part. Magnus, have you been here before?
No, I went east mostly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, so Boro would be the only one to probably notice this, but there seems to have been a significant more foot traffic here than it was before when you came here the last time. You don't see any.
Oh wait, it's morning, right?
Yes, it's morning time. Yeah.
Every night, Olkin would have cast Goodberry,
Mhm.
and he would give one to every party member, so we don't have to use rations or anything.
Yep. Everybody just make sure to notate you have. I think everybody gets 2 good berries, right, or just one?
He gives everyone. Yeah, he gives everyone 2.
Sure. Yeah, because
So-
you make 8, so that's enough for 2 for each person. Everybody
Yeah,
just know
10.
that you have 2.
Oh yeah, 2 for each person. Then Olkin will have 4.
Oh, you're casting Goodberry outside of the vault, aren't you? I got
Yeah.
you. Roll me a spellcasting proficiency check, please. Specifically for this
Sure.
day, because it wouldn't have mattered for the other ones. Well, I guess it would have mattered for the other ones.
Spellcasting
if
check with proficiency.
Yeah. Well, no. I spellcasting proficiency check just uses your spellcasting mod plus a d20, I believe.
So 20 then.
20. Oh yeah, 20 is fine. Yeah, 20 is actually what you were looking for. When every night when you cast that spell, you can sort of feel like the magics of the miasma are almost like poisoning it or tainting it in some way. But with your 20, you're able to sort of like stave off the negative effects in your. Give me a second. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Just out of character, Goodberry heals 1 HP too, right?
Yeah. And
So
then
that
actually,
might be a good idea to give everyone 2 just in case on the day
Yeah,
of
everyone has
battle. I
2.
mean.
Everyone has 2, but you end up with 1 because you have to eat 1 for
The rations,
Yes.
yeah.
food. Yeah.
But on the day of the attack, I'm guessing we're eating rations and keeping 2, right?
Yeah, probably. Could do that.
As you guys arrive here, and Boro notices that heavy foot traffic. He doesn't see any corpses around, but he does notice what looks like rather suspicious azure blue splotches on the ground. In particular around the cave that you guys have been given permission to use to rest. When you
I see any kobold tracks?
give me a survival check. You see tracks, but it's really
Oh,
hard to
okay, I
figure
do?
out what they.
Wait. If
okay,
if Vulcan sees
mhm.
if Vulcan sees Boro trying to do that,
Mhm.
Vulcan will say, no way, allow me. I've studied well the
Mhm.
moving patterns of these kinds of creatures, and he'll use his favorite enemy, which are kobolds and goblinoids,
Mhm.
Nice.
to make the survival check with advantage.
Mhm.
I feel like you probably see me stepping on footprints as I'm looking for some, and you're like, get the fuck out of the way.
With a 20, Oaken, you can see that there are 2 distinct.
21.
Yeah, 20.
Sorry,
Gotcha.
these my stats on here are wrong.
Mhm.
Uh,
As you search behind Boro and sort of usher him out of the way, he scoots over and lets you take over the investigation. You notice 2 distinct tracks. Well, more like 4. 3 of them look pretty similar. They're larger than the other tracks, and they seem to come from the west into the cave. You also see some tracks coming from north into the cave as well. These are the smaller tracks, and those tracks do not leave the cave. But the larger tracks do. The 3 distinct tracks do leave the cave to the northwest.
cool. I don't know what
Okay.
that tells us, but sure.
Yeah, with a 21, you also see, in particular, the largest amount of, would you say, like a scuffle, in the, would you imagine to be some sort of blood splatter, is focused around the mouth of the cave and on just on the inside. So it looks like whatever combat happened here, the smaller tracks, which I imagine you think are kobolds, don't walk out of the cave. Yep. But that's what you guys come across here. There's nothing else here. It looks like maybe the place has been used scantily over the past few weeks, but definitely not in like the last like 7 days or so.
Alright.
This is
You're
your
saying the whole thing is empty?
say that again, okay?
You're saying it's empty?
Yes, yeah. Nobody's in this particular cave. Yes.
Oh, but there's several. Okay.
At least this is the only cave that the kobolds have invited you guys to allow you to use, basically. There's a this is not like the kobold den. They let you guys. They specifically gave you guys permission to use this cave if you wish to like use this as like a forward base to rest and go attack the troglodytes.
Alright, Alkan will say, looks like they didn't want to give us any kind of welcome. It's alright, we can move on.
Other than that,
Are we camping in the cave, or
it's morning time.
it's
Yeah,
a
I-
day's journey away from the trogs, right?
We could just go now.
Yeah, you get here like late morning, so around like 10 or so.
We're gonna need to go slow when we are going towards it, so should take more than a day. Should
Is
think
it
of,
just me, or they seem to be on some sort of watch and there's too many footprints?
the footprints just indicated that a bunch of them had left, right? And that there was like a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Alkan will say, based on what all I've been told, apparently wasn't it their leader that had perished in combat last time? Seems like there might have
All
been some
three of
kind
them.
there might have been some scuffle for control, and then, well, they decided that the people they allowed in here weren't their best bet. Seems like they don't like us anymore. That'd be my guess, anyways.
I mean, the troglodytes never liked us to begin with.
The kobolds, I mean.
Yeah, but out of character, I do believe Mega is implying that the trogs have found this cave and killed the kobolds.
Oh, maybe. I thought it was like a joke and joke, but maybe, yeah. Then maybe they're all dead. Well, rip.
Well, but just keep in mind, Bora will be able to tell you that this is not their main cave. This is almost like a like a station that they use to keep an eye out for troglodytes.
Cool.
It looks like. Go ahead, Oaken.
In either case, we need if the plan doesn't change, we keep going. Start moving stealthy, I guess.
So that was the end of your fast travel phase. So we're going to go ahead and get our travel phase started. It sounds like everybody wants to move at a slow / stealthy pace. So that would be 2 hexes per day. Of course, with our new rules, if you pass your nav DC 5 or more, you get an extra hex. So you guys might actually make it to the troglodyte base today. You have a pretty decent chance of that. We got, for our navigator, we're going to have Lucius. Who's getting assistance from Magnus. Lucius, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and give us that nature check with advantage. 16. Okay. And then our what? Oh, 18. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't keep in mind that it should be an advantage. And then our watchmen are going to be Oaken and Bora. Go ahead and give me. I need 3 sets of perception checks, please. Okay, and we have Bora.
I should have advantage, so 16 now.
I got you. So 17, 12, and 16, and then Boro is going to be 14, 13, and 6. Alright.
Oh, wait, don't we have a advantage for going stealthy?
Yes, you do. Yeah, so it'll
Oh,
be
on
17,
perception. So, yeah.
17, 12, and 19. Gotcha. And then Boro.
And also, since we are going stealthy, do we roll stealth, or?
Whenever you get to the point where you're going to be dealing with anything, yes.
Okay.
It doesn't. The stealth doesn't matter for like the overland travel, but if you run into a situation where, let's say there's like a horde of undead, you will have the chance to stealth before you actually encounter them. Basically, that's
Cool.
sort of the advantage that stealthy gives you.
So it's not like we roll perception at advantage. It's more of a, hey, if there's trouble here, I'm gonna give you some advantage when that happens.
You get the perception is with advantage, but that's just to see the danger beforehand because you're traveling more slowly and you're able to scan more often than you would be if you're just traveling normally. At least that's
Alright.
The way I think about the mechanic. But for your first day, unfortunately, Lucius didn't pass the check by 5 or more, so you're still going to be moving 2 hexes on this day. But that's still enough to get you pretty close to the Troglodyte base. So, Lucius, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and touch and grab the token and move it for the first hex you guys would like to move towards today. I believe you probably want to move either northwest or due north, one of the two. Alrighty. And for your first hex of the day, yes, nothing happens, thank God. So as you're traveling from your mid to late morning into your afternoon time, you see, similar to what you saw at the Kobold base, a pretty decent amount of travel, foot travel coming from the Kobold base more north. With a larger footprints, especially Boro, you're getting the vibes that these are definitely troglodytes and not kobolds. So it seems like your suspicion was correct that they came here, found the location, and basically wiped out whatever was there before returning. But other than that, during your morning/afternoon travel, you see nothing of note. As you get ready to move into your second hex, it goes from mid-afternoon into like late afternoon. As you go ahead and move in that second hex, Lucius, travel into evening time.
I think we're good to go northwest still, and then the next day we end up at night at the actual base.
Are you sure you want to move northwest? Because there's like a little indicator on the map of where the troglodyte base is.
No, yeah, but then the next day it'll be 1, 2, right?
Oh, I see what you mean. You want to get there at night.
So either way we get there, because you want to get there at night.
Gotcha. As you guys travel the rest of your day, and you're basically traveling through a light forest, where it's like maybe 50-50 of those weird upside down trees with the fibrous green growth holding them close to the ground, and then those dead trees that Magnus has some bad history with. You guys travel until it gets dark, and you set up camp, I imagine. And as you're setting up camp,
There aren't any animals around, right?
Occasionally, especially in this area, well, you probably don't know. I think Boro might have been the only one that was involved in this party. There's strange game. In particular, there are some dragonoid bird creatures that seem to prey the skies, and then there's also some strange, like, large-sized, like, deer that stand on like two legs, and almost seem like a mix between a rabbit and a deer. I think I called them like deer guru or something like that.
Jackalopes?
Something like that.
One more thing Boros
Oh,
guys
yeah.
gonna warn you of is there might be Trollaroos around, so be careful regarding those.
Yeah, I think Boro was in the party where they ran across. It was three like salamander like creatures where they had like three frills on each side of their heads, but they were massive. They were large sized and walked on 2 feet. And they speak to giant.
How about, are there insects? Like if just in the ground, like are there any ants or anything?
You don't see a bounty of life, but you will recall that you did see in that chest
Or worms?
a couple days beforehand. It seemed like they were some sort of like translucent weevil-like creatures that were eating through that rotted clothing. They seem slimy.
I would have wanted to take one.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you could have a
Like, put it in the bag or something in a pouch.
you could have, I guess, add like a ooze weevil to your character sheet.
Sure.
It singes a
You'll
little
just
bit
want
when
one.
it singes a little bit when you touch it, almost like it's maybe a little acidic, but it's not enough to like burn through your clothing or anything like that. It just feels weird.
Cool.
But as you guys bed down for tonight, let me get you guys over to about. Let me see. Who do I want to check out? That's going to be number 2. Lucius, I already checked in with you. Get out of here. 3. Pokin. As your party is getting ready to, getting their camp ready, checking perimeters to make sure everything is safe, making sure that your good berries are not rotted due to the influence of the miasma and everything. I wanted to check in with you and see how you're doing at the moment.
Hmm.
This is your first time out, Oaken, and it's really the first time you've seen like the outside world in like a decade. How are you feeling?
Olgin's fine. You know, he's chilling. He's just itching for battle. He's pretty annoyed that he has to actually get up and do something, but you know, it is what it is.
And this is
It's
your
pretty much his
evening
attitude
time.
towards it.
So we have a 19 from Oaken for his watch, and a 19 from Bora. You guys rolled really well.
Too bad Troglodyte rolled a 25 for this stuff.
Let me-
Is the usual
Oh,
comment
true.
Mega says.
I gotta double check because they rolled pretty well.
Actual.
Ironically, every encounter always starts like this. Oh, you guys rolled a 21, that's pretty good. Well, anyways, the Naga kind of grabs you from behind and fucks you with the tail, but...
I'll go ahead and put you guys on the map. It's not quite dark yet. It's just evening time, so it's almost like dusk. So everybody can still see.
Is how's the lighting like? Like, is it dark enough to like where it's like dim light or like?
Yeah, it's like dim.
Okay. Olkin will tell everybody like no campfires right now. We're too close to the base.
Yeah, and then
No fire.
you guys can place yourself on the map pretty much anywhere where you want to. Just make sure wherever you place yourself, you're congregating since this is your evening time as you guys are having dinner. I just need to check. Ooh, oh, perfect. Ooh, my heart almost.
Every
gave out,
encounter
guys.
always comes from the north.
My heart almost gave out, guys, because I was like, damn. I thought they beat you guys, but you guys beat them actually.
Where's the tent, Mega?
Does anyone in the party
I
have
might-
a climbing speed?
You have a tent, Magnus?
No,
Yeah, I have a tent.
Yeah, I got you.
but I mean we can climb on the rock if we want. Like, you don't need climbing speed to climb.
You might want a climbing speed for this one. There you go, Iron Magnus. Large. I'd make it huge size. Tents are huge, right?
Nice. It's a
in
2
real life?
tent, so it's
No,
probably
not even close.
large.
No, I meant like huge size, like on the map.
No, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, and then I'll give everybody control over it. So that's what that means. And then so Magnus sets up his tent there. Oh, I see Oaken and Oaken. Would you like me to grab? Oh man, that token's so cool. Look at that guy. Urgh. I've had enough of these fucking troglodytes. And then Lucius, we need your token. Would you like me to? drag it up on the board?
Allow, let me grab it. I'm trying to find it.
Mhm.
It's a lot of tokens here. Oh, there it is. It's at the very bottom.
And I think basically what would happen would be.
Olkin would tell Lucius, stay off my rock.
And I think Oaken's
I know you're friends with the boss, but
Oaken and
It's
Bora
mine.
would actually see it before everybody else, which is it makes a little bit more sense because you're on the rock. Let me grab some tokens for you guys.
actually what happens is Lucius climbs onto the rock, and he just hears a voice. There's nobody up there, and he hears a voice say, "Get off my rock."
Wait a minute, you
Ah,
don't become
okay.
you don't become invisible in this light, do you?
He's invisible, yeah, in dim light.
Oh, I thought it was only darkness.
It's just if somebody is relying on dark vision to see,
Yeah, you don't need dark vision.
which in dim light, well, but if you have dark vision in dim light, it becomes bright light, so you can see on the way, right?
Is that the rule that you're talking about?
That's the, yeah. Let me see. Let me read it. Make sure, but I'm pretty sure that's a.
Yeah, you can see
while
in
in
dim light without
darkness.
dark vision.
Yeah, while in darkness. Yeah, I guess it's not dim light, but
Yeah. Yeah,
I
you
guess
can
it's
see in
darkness, yeah.
darkness. I think I'm gonna just get cats. Hey, there's cat girls. No, I'm not gonna use a cat girl. That's too weird. I'm gonna get some fat cats for you guys.
Mega behave.
I'm sorry. Let's go with. Goddamn it. Come here, you goddamn kid. I'm trying to stretch it because it's not small. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4,
And we see them before they get here, right?
The
They
two
rolled
archers in the
26.
party see enemies approaching.
They roll 26 on their stealth. No way.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's the usual.
Somehow you didn't see it until it gets 5 feet away from you, even though you're on a
No,
rock.
what I was gonna say is you probably see them within, I think, 60 feet. I think, because they
Okay.
rolled about as good stealth as you did perception. So I think you would see them when they got relatively close, but not close enough to be able to ambush you.
Oh yeah, Mega, do you know that you gave me 50 movement speed last session?
What do you mean?
I have 50 movement speed.
What does that mean? You just have 50. Oh,
Hey.
because your boots. I got you. Nice.
Mega,
Mhm.
did this happen while we were sleeping, taking watch? Or?
No, this is as you all were bedding down, and I do like a I basically give you guys like a round of actions as they notice. Well, they've already noticed you, but you guys notice them, and I would say they are about a movement speed off from the map from getting on here. Boro and Oaken would notice them, and I think Oaken. I don't know if you would shout out, but I think Boro would. That seems like something he would do.
Depends. Do they look like on a prowl, or are they coming
Oh,
to
yeah.
us to like fuck us over, or?
Oh yeah, they look like they already have noticed your camp, and they were basically sneaking up on you.
I don't know what Olkin is doing, but I start shooting before I even shout anything.
Olkin sees and starts shooting.
Alrighty.
That's happening.
Does everybody want to roll me to initiative as I get some combat music?
Alright.
Skirmish.
This is the first combat in the mists where Boro is fighting someone who isn't capable of speech.
Crazy.
Boro, and
Nice.
Oaken. Before we actually do combat, I want you guys to do me a favor. Give me a Boro seems like he'd be the first to shoot and ask questions later. Oaken, you want to give me a nature check?
Shit. Definitely have nature. Oh, there we go.
Holy.
I'll take that.
Oaken, where was your place of origin?
You would have hung out wherever Dane was, which was the biggest city nearby.
So
But
Drones.
Oaken was from everywhere. He was
Hmm.
he'd go around everywhere.
Gotcha.
He's a ranger, right? So
Oaken, when you look at these creatures and you see them prowling, you're like, Sort of reminded me of like, some of those like, they're pale creatures, so their skin is like a weird, almost similar to the Masma that's all around you, so like a pale blue. But they seem like they're like K9 in nature. Is the vibe that you're getting. They almost seem like they'd be dogs except for they're massive.
cool.
And like I don't think I've ever seen creatures of this type before, but they're kind of remind me of like fighting pit dogs. Yeah, you were a rogue, so you would definitely, or like hung out in roguish circles, so you would definitely be familiar with like
Criminal.
fighting pits with dogs and such. I'm trying to grab. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Social +2. Who's slamming it over there? Stop slamming it. Okay. And then let me go ahead and put it in descending turn order. Alrighty. As Boro, I think I'll let you go first in the turn order since you said you were basically shooting. So I just put you right above.
Olkin was gonna shoot immediately too, but yeah.
Yeah, I put both of you guys up there. Man. So you
Sure.
guys basically will start off the combat. Alrighty.
So-
Boro, your initiative is higher than Oaken, so you will go before you.
Yeah. So Boro is gonna step 5, 10, push Magnus into the tent.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
hit you. if you push me.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Holy shit.
I'm not gonna rage.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna give the gap to the biggest, fattest, meanest looking cat in there.
Yeah, you see this guy here is definitely the biggest one. And as I said before, they're all about one movement speed off of the map.
Fucking rolls, man. 9, 15, and an 8.
Yes, they have 12 AC.
So the 15 is a hit for 21 damage.
21 damage. I'm just double checking on their HP. So then 2, 12. Yep, gotcha. Alrighty. And you said 21 points of damage?
Yeah.
Yep, this creature takes that and howls out in like a sort of distorted, almost like a hound dog, but it takes the damage.
Is it bloodied?
No.
These fuckers tough. Alright.
Yeah. If Vulcan's next, assuming that's all he's got.
I think Bora has extra attack, right?
I shot him 3
Yeah,
times.
he
I mean,
did 3.
Oh, I get you. Oh, you did it all in rapid session. Yep, already okay.
Yeah, Vulcan sees 2 of Boros shots go wide and just like shakes his head and then points his crossbow at the same big one. Yeah, his first attack is gonna be. Yeah, okay. Let's get shoot.
Holy
Yeah,
moly, critical
that'll do
hit.
man,
Yeah.
the very first roll you make.
That's gonna be a 14, 21, 23 because that thing has not taken a turn yet in this combat. Bugbears get surprise attack,
Bloody.
so 23 damage, and then he's gonna because he is a Gloomstalker. They are ambushers, so on the first turn of combat, he gets an extra attack.
Mm-hmm. So you get 3 attacks this round as well, correct?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 additional weapon attack, yeah.
Magnus is
shooting.
just gonna go in the tent and sleep.
10 is a miss, right?
Hey, he's already in the tent. I pushed him in.
They got
And
this.
then third attack, using his bonus action, thanks to Crossbow Expert, he's gonna shoot again.
25 is a hit
25
on big guy.
for 11 more damage.
Ooh, almost kills. Death's Door. This large lumbering creature crawled out of the miasma, looming low in the grass, and after 3 hits on this thing, you can see that its side is ripped open. Some guts and entrails are hanging out as it howls in pain. As I said before, the howl that it does, it sounds pretty similar to like a dog, but almost distorted.
Alright, and Ulkin, because he's a Dread Ambusher, on the first turn of combat he gains 10 extra feet of movement, so he's gonna go 5, 10 to climb down.
Mhm.
Well, how tall is this rock?
About 10 feet out.
Alright, so it'll take 20 feet to get down, so 5, 10, 15. Is it, yeah, because it's just double speed to climb. So 5, 25, 30.
I think I ruled before that climbing up
35,
is double
40.
speed, but climbing down is just whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then you'll go there.
Alrighty, okay. Well done. Magnus.
Wait, they're dogs, not cats, right?
Yes, they're
Oh,
a
then he'll
weird-
stay up there.
a weird, like, doggish cat mix.
Then he won't.
Cat dog, cat dog.
Do they have claws? Is the question.
Yeah, you sort of get almost like hyena vibe
All right, then he'll go over here.
from
Fuck that shit up.
cat dog. Magnus.
Alright. With my turn, I'm gonna. Oh, I'm moving at the tent. Here we go. I'm gonna move over here. And I'm gonna shoot at the big guy.
Ooh.
Regular attack, no sharpshooter shenanigans, so. Regular 2 hit. Bigly, only.
Oh, 23 is a
Big.
definite hit. For 9
That's
points of
9
damage, 5 HP. As your lightning launcher shoots out and the lightning arcs from your hand to this creature, its head explodes. and Viscera goes everywhere as this creature dies. And the other ones all hound in unison. A mix of fear, but mostly anger.
Right, and a question for the spellcasting thing. Is it cumulative forever until I rest back again, or only until
Pretty much, yeah.
when Mega? Alright, then
Until
I
you
just stay here.
until you take a long rest outside of the miasma, basically.
Alright, then I just stay here.
Pitfalls go. Alrighty. I put in my notes, I say they are literally pitfalls. I don't know what that means. Magnus kind of looks like
Based.
a child. So they're going to take the movement speed to get on the map, and then I believe they each have 50. Yeah, they have 50 foot movement speed. So I think they're just going to move to engage with Magnus, I think. So let me put this guy, like actually put them on thingy so I can do an accurate speed.
Imagine being attacked because you look like a child.
Literally, yeah.
Correct. They should be large creatures, so they should take up 4x4 spaces.
Yes. Yeah, I made them like how they look, so they don't look weird. Because if you try to make them 4x4, they look
Yeah.
like.
Can
look
you
at-
show to us how it looks like on a 4x4?
Look at this
Just
chunk.
do it. Yeah. Fuck it. Just do it.
Fine.
Look at that.
Oh, that's so good.
Look at that chunk.
Make
Put 'em
it
like
like
that. I like it.
Alright, I'll stretch it.
Chunky.
Those guys.
That's
are-
what pipples look like, okay?
Yeah, that is true. They are chunkers.
You're telling me you chose the other look instead of this one?
Yes, I didn't want them to look all chunky. My small name princess. Listen, your child had negative energy. Okay? Alright. So that one moves in. This one's gonna move up as well. There. Magnus, this guy is gonna come around here. Lucius, this guy's like gonna scrape on top of the rock and try to get at you, but it's 10 feet high. They can't get you. This guy is gonna go. I think this. Well, I don't know if they saw Oaken jump back there. I think these guys over here did, so they're gonna go for Oaken. But those guys did not. Let's go here, and then these guys are just gonna go. I think and surround Magnus. Magnus needed help paying for college, and he's gonna get it. I think this guy's
Nah,
gonna
I'm fine.
attempt to climb up the rock.
The wizard, I'm saving my wizard friend. This is the magic realm, dude.
Actually, a barbarian is like, no, I don't want to be melee. They're gonna kill me.
damage,
Soy, soy.
I got this. Don't worry about it. But I can't leave Magnus now.
I don't know, then
can.
you guys are gonna
He's
die
gonna-
and you're gonna be like, fucking Boro, man, this guy.
Literally.
Yeah, literally.
You know, right there too. Holy Mega, shut up, Mega. Who is watching stream? No, it's me. Start streaming back again. Let's go. Right. Yeah, I'm just protecting my wizard friend. Why not? He's going last, so you know, if he tries to escape and dies, you know, no one feel responsible.
Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, guys.
What's up?
Hi, Mega.
I'm trying to find some soundtracks on tabletop audio with dogs. There is none.
I mean, he is
Wow.
fine. I just want to see their 7 million attacks that they're gonna do on Magnus right now.
They only get one
Wow.
attack each. Lucius, it's actually your turn.
Surprising.
Back tactics!
Lucius.
Alright, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay. I asked Magnus if he has a way to get out of here. If I leave.
Yeah, don't worry about me.
You got it?
Don't worry.
Alright. Then he will, you'll then see... Fuck.
Do
You
it.
see Lucius cast... You're thinking I'm gonna cast Mirror Image, right?
No.
Because that's... No? What the fuck? What are we talking about then?
Wait, do you have Misty Step? I thought that's
do
what
not.
you're
Wait, do I have
Well,
Misty?
then figure it out. I guess. I don't know.
No. I do not have Misty Step. Yeah. I think it is
And you
mirror
can
image
just
time.
stash away, I guess.
I could just dash away. That's also true. But then they just catch up to me.
Yeah, do mirror image.
Because if I go this far,
Nah, they'll just come towards you. Mirror
Yeah,
image
they
and
just-
then also run.
yeah, mirror image. Can I do some funky D&D diagonals here?
Well, you could do just like that. And then
Funky
Okay.
D&D diagonals. Love it.
I love
Yeah,
the
yeah.
tokens.
All right.
Those chunkers.
You'll see some pretty powerful, magical effects come up, and suddenly there are 3 duplicates of Lucius Calyx, moving alongside him, like in Naruto style.
Literally
Shadow
plungers.
clone, yeah. As he moves, as all 4 of his clones move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Taking an attack opportunity from. Well,
Well,
yeah,
you were
taking
on the
attack
rock.
opportunity.
Yeah, you
He's
want to run.
thinking
Yeah,
below, so-
You were on the rock, so you could go diagonal here and then
Yeah.
go straight.
as long as
Oh,
you didn't
true,
hit this hex,
yeah.
because he would bite your ass if you were here. Yeah.
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 And you give a
Okay.
high five to Oaken as you run by. Alrighty.
I don't think he's the kind of
He raises his
person-
hand and Orkin does not. Just leaves him hanging.
I wouldn't do that. And I'll put a little thing, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Alright, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Bora, at the top of the round.
The big chunker is dead, right?
Yes, the Giga pit is.
The Giga Pitbull.
Princess.
Alright. The one directly next to Magnus, the one that's covering his exit. Boro's gonna give him the gap.
Which one? Oh, right by there's a couple by Magnus. He's kind of surrounded.
Below this one.
So.
I do 21 damage to this guy here.
Yes, with that last shot. Yep. 21 hits. 16 hits. So 21 points of damage. Yep. Minus.
Oh, yeah, where are they going first? Isn't it back to regular initiative?
Oh yeah,
After
yeah,
the
yeah.
first
Let me
round.
rearrange it.
Yeah, true.
Let me do descending. Okay, so Magnus would go first. So we'll still count that for your turn, Boro. But Magnus goes first, and then Nick.
Alright.
Magnus.
Alright, this looks like a, nice occasion.
Like you're paying for college.
So let me just do a little bit of math over here. What is this? 25 here. 20.
Ooh, let me.
Alright, in this